All right, ladies and gentlemen, look at that guy on that screen. Come on, look at him. I reached all my goals. Have you? What a question to put on you, okay, today. Let's understand. Life, I don't know about it sometimes. It wants to knock us down and kick us, and you know where. In the teeth, on our shins. Not easy, is it? You see, the problem with all of us, we're trying to do something, we're trying to learn, we're trying to move forward, but we're kind of scared sometimes. You know, it's really weird because for me, eating out of a trash can as a kid, it scared the crap out of me. I thought that would be my whole life. I thought eating out of a trash can and being homeless would be forever. I didn't know any better. But I did research and I wanted to figure out some things for myself. Back then, as I had the info commercials, all the goodies as well. And what happened for me is I just listened. To me, life was a lesson, it was a journey. When they said it corporation's a legal person, I paid attention. I want to know what it meant. But I was 7.5 years old. I guess maybe you've never had to live in hell, be used and abused like me, but the reality is I wanted out of it. Maybe have, and sorry for that. But again, corporation's a legal person. I think the world's confusing people. The ones that are saying I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I'm sorry, that's just not the way to say it because it makes no sense. See, I don't think people are rich. It just bothers me. I wish I could stop even complaining about it. I wish I just could stop. But when someone says I'm rich, look at my money, look at stop. You see, the reality is we're not rich because we can't be rich. If we're rich, we'd have to pay more tax. And all of us, we want to pay tax as much as we have to. But do we want to pay overtax? No. See, we watch our government and a lot of stupid people, like our governor in California, who's an idiot, or the mayor who runs Los Angeles, he's even stupider than he is. Lost $30 billion last year, and what they did with it. But again, see, the problem is we were thinking about what are we going to do for us. When I look at these things today, all these events, and it's like my big events I used to have for years. But I would put people to work. In other words, I get you a workbook. You're working to that event. I wasn't there to show you 10 people tell your story. Look at me, I did this, blah, blah, blah. You see, that's kind of like after the third story, or you know, what's it for me? I was always, what is for me? See, I'm one of the few. I'm not one of the many. I told myself that as a little kid. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. See, I had to convince myself to get out of hell. I had to convince myself I could do it on my own because I had to. I had no choice. You know, maybe you got lucky, you got a mommy and a daddy and all those goodies. That's good. You're blessed. I see it on TV. It's like I want it even to this day. But again, I don't have it. So I had to create my own. So here it's like I reached all my goals. Well, the first goal was money. See, getting a bunch of this, that's the goal, money. See, money doesn't solve problems, but money pays the bills. But the problem we have with money is like today. You waste $50 every other day. $50 every other day. For what you waste, you can actually rebuild your life if you want to. I was looking at one of my books in the back of the book. And this is 35 years ago. Okay, there's me, the highest kick in the world. One of my Lamborghinis, one of my mansions. This is the one I built in Elliot, by the way. I was 16 when I built the damn house. How's that? One of my yachts. I had 3 yachts, even with a helicopter on top. So for me, my trophies were accomplishing the goal, even though the world told me no all the time. You see, no doesn't mean no. It means they're stupid, they don't know how to do it. That's what I always told myself. It might not be true, but that's what I told myself. They said no because they don't know how. So let's get around their BS. But that's just me kidding past go. It's like not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Maybe you want to run the business. Maybe you want to start a company. But the reality is all that crap out there, you're going to be confused. All I know is I'm online 6 days a week for you. I'll answer your questions. I'll hold your hand, and we could even sing Kumbaya. You see, not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. But there's one thing we have in common. We need money to pay our bills. We need to have our bills paid, and we need to understand rules and tools. It's not easy. If you think it's easy, you're kidding yourself. Some people act like it's easy. It's not. You see, the lucky ones win, or the ones who kept going again and again and again, fight through the pain. You got to fight through the pain. Have everything I want, 26 years old. I got 2.6 billion of corporate structure, 2.6 billion. I got mansions in Havasu. I'm building all kinds of condos there, and basically Big Bear and Huntington Harbor and all these other things. Big house on the hill in Yorba Linda. What am I going to do? I thought when I turned 27, since I have everything I got, I was going to die. My biggest fear is to get fat, ugly, and die. It scared the hell out of me. What am I going to do? I always found my purpose is helping people like you. There goes that rhyming thing I do all the time too. Sorry, it's just the way it is. But what happens, for me, I'm a person that stays to myself. I always have. My wife's nuts. That's why I love her. She's just crazy as hell. It's just kind of fun. She's Colombian. She says all Colombians are little nuts. I don't know, but she can speak for that. She's Colombian, okay? But for me, I'm kind of boring. I always would read. To me, everything was a game. I want to play. I want to win the game. Getting there. It's like today, you waste $50 every other day. Let's think about something. $50, I can spend $5,000. Now, some credit cards might cost $100, one's $250. So for the money you're wasting and pissing away every freaking day, sorry, I get excited because you drive me nuts. I just want to grab you and shake you. I want to drag you up the damn hill. Your problem is you. Get the hell out of your own damn way. But then you get confused. Then you hear all the blah, blah, blah. What are you supposed to do now? Corporation, he's going to hide. It's going to be LLC. That's just BS. You know, I watch people just talking. Shut up. I brought in my first $1 million when I was 14 and a half when I invented something called Car Finder. I'm an inventor. I create things all the time. First billion at 21 years old, 21 and a half, $1 billion through corporate structure. It's just a damn game. I just want to win. When I set up a goal, it's simple. It's $1 million a year, then it's a month, then it's a week, then it's a day. And I got $2 million a day. 2007, 8, 9. It's very simple. I'm having fun helping people. Then I got to die in a coma. Damn, that sucks. When someone steals your $3.7 billion, it kind of sucks too. What are you supposed to do? I was always afraid. Someone's going to steal my shit. Someone's going to hurt me. Someone's going to take it away. I learned as a little kid. I was paying rent 8.5 years old. Can you imagine? I sold seasoned clackers all weekend and mowed yards. $1 for the front, $2 for the back. I came home, the home that I lived in, shitty house, lousy people in, Torrance. I'm counting my $52. Wow! She grabbed my money. Her eyes turned red. You're paying rent. What the blankety blank? See, my problem with me is always being afraid of everything and trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it next. All I ever knew was the books. The books were my friends. I went to the library, study again and again and again. Let's get the answer, because if I could be smarter than them, all right, then I could be in control of what I'm trying to do. That's how I looked at it. Since mommy threw me in a trash can and they're a billionaire family and they don't give a shit about me, what am I going to do? Just prove them wrong. That's all I had to do. I'm paying rent. I went to the library. Simple. I realized savings bonds. See, I'm always looking for a solution for problem. Solution for problem. That's me. So I want to figure, okay, savings bonds, double I bonds, E-bonds, a way to protect money. I learned then I never want anything in my name. I've been teaching that to rich and famous people for 49 years. Well, what if something in my name is just going to steal it anyway? You're going to take it away? Hell no. So it's like anything else, like, the Godfather credit. I got a nickname on KNX Radio. Been on that station about 50 years now. It's like partnering with me is not going to be easy. See, you want a magic wand. I don't have it. All I can do is rebuild you to a 750 score. I can get you to $1 million in credit to $10 million if you want. I can get you to $1 million to billionaire. But that's what I can do. I can teach you how to protect yourself and package your assets so you never bring the pain home. That's, to me, very life-changing, but it's up to you. I always say don't take pictures or recording in the beginning because you film everything. If you don't even pay attention to anything. If you film everything and take pictures of everything you're doing and filming, you never pay attention to what you filmed or took a picture of. If we focus what matters the most, and that's where we connect the dots, we can actually go get it. To me, it was always see it, believe it, go get it. Because if I saw what I want, I could vision in my head, I would pretend it was mine. Mine. And then I just go get it. It made sense to me. So it's like anything else. See it, believe it, go get it. It makes sense because you should have a goal list. People talking to build this board or that. No, stop. You know your internal goals more than anybody. You know what you really want to do. But life kicks our assets. We find ourselves in love. We get married and have babies. Then we have to shift for the money. We actually put ourselves on hold back here and we look for the money to pay the bills. What did we really want to do? Sometimes life takes control when you're trying to get past go. Kind of sucks. But again, it's a blessing. It's something that God gave us to have, and I'm thankful every day. See, it's like this. I didn't know I was doing something different. I'm kicking the door jam at 10 years old. That's only 6 feet. Hell, that was easy. I kicked the basketball hoop at T-Week of junior high. Registered newspaper took a picture of Wild Boys Can Joan. And there's me in 81 kicking the damn light at. It's only 13 feet, hitting my head too. If I could touch it, I could kick it. So I'm doing something no one else can really do, or whatever, I don't know. It's like that phony karate nowadays. I watch this phony paperwood. We took bricks and real piece of wood, and we knocked that shit out of it. All right, we go up to the, Benny's place in the valley, the Jet. If you didn't come up with a bloody nose or a broken finger, you weren't fighting. Bunch of wimps. But now it's old, and we're going to do this. Let's get a colored belt. What the hell happened to that? White, brown, and black. That was it. Oh, well. Here's another story there. But I like goodies. You like goodies? Every time I could feel proud of me because I obtained a goodie. It could be the Lamborghini when I got it from the auction when I was 14 and a half. It could be the Ferraris, the twin Lamborghinis, or all the other cars, or yachts and race boats and helicopters. See, that's the only way I could tell myself I was doing good, is accomplishing the goal. See, when you don't have a mommy and a daddy, you have no family, you're on your own. It's God and you, that was it. So I had to feel good about myself to accomplish the goal, because what am I going to do? But again, having properties in all 5 islands made sense to me. I mean, you're there in the largest U-Dock, have all the yachts in the backyard, having fun. You might as well own all the properties you can. I've been collecting since I was a kid. So again, we have the choice. But you have a problem today. You're, number one, afraid to spend money. You don't know what you're really doing. You're playing the amateur hour. I think most people do a half-assed job anyway. And they're kind of guessing. And I'm just a realist. I just tell it like it is. Not everybody likes me. Everybody likes you. It's how it works. But again, if you're pissing away $50 every other day, or 100, 250, why don't you spend $5,000 on you? You see, we got to realize something. How are you going to get where you want to go without stealing from your family, which you've been doing since day one? You've been jacking up your cards, bringing down the score, and screwing it up because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You see, you need a sticky behind every credit card. I wrote through rules and tools. I'm Ray Reynolds, the guy that traded and trained Ken Yarbrough from TRW Spirit. Nobody can take that away because it's the friggin' truth. It's the truth. You jacked up the damn card because you didn't know any damn better. That's your own damn fault. Because I've been out there for 49 years teaching and preaching. But again, these cards don't fluctuate. Why did you bring the pain home? When I finally got a wife, I was afraid. I was afraid I'd do the same shit I got in my life. Am I going to have a wife and kids? Are you kidding me? I don't want to bring the pain home. I don't know how to be a father. I never had one of those. All I had is these assholes in my life. So what do? I decided to write a book. I wrote down, I'm the father I always wanted. So I designed how to be a father because I pretended, well, this is what I wanted for me. Is that okay? So I'm not bringing the pain home like you, and I want you to knock it off. I want you to fire yourself. Let me take over for 6 months to a year and give you what you always wanted. No more bullshit in your life. Is that too blunt for you? Stop jacking it up. Other than these don't fluctuate. Your problem today is you. You're your biggest problem. And then you get confused, all the blah, blah, blah out there today. All I know is I wrote a book. I came with this big black cassette and 2 books. And a little cassette. You remember little cassettes, a big black, big one, VHS? Wow. That was back in 1976, shit. I was 16. Do you know that? I was 16 years old. When I built my first mansion in Nellie right there. It's right there. It's simple. Didn't you do that too? But I didn't go to high school. That was a waste of my friggin' time. I got tested. Went to East Coast College in this stupid government program. They didn't care if people died because we were orphans. They didn't care at all. We're just not even a number. So 1976, I wrote down winning the game of business. It's like when I was a chess captain, nobody would play with me because I'd see moves before they were happening. And it's like freaking them out. They thought I was possessed. Mrs. Hope said I was a little shit in the corner and I was retarded. Oh, well, what can I say? See, when you hear all that crap, how are you supposed to get where you want to go? You hear crap in your life too. And then you ask your friends and family, what do you think? You're asking people who've never done diddly squat what they think about your idea. Shut up. Keep it to yourself until you learn to play the game. I wanted to write books for dummies now. Simple, 35 years ago. Books for dummies. But that was already taken. So what are we going to do? I created the Millionaires Founders Kit. The Millionaires Founders Kit. 12 books, all right, one for every month of the year. So you have 1,000 steps, rules, and tools, and you have a foundation of $1 million corporation. It's simple. See, that was the goal back then. Everybody needed to be a millionaire. Well, hell, I wrote the book. I already did that in billions, so no problem. Nowadays, it's billion. Let's all see about billion versus million. You see, it's hard to get to the first million. The third, the fifth, the 10th is easier. From 10 million to 100 million, that's easy as can be. It really is. 100 million to a billion, that's easy if they know what they're doing. Just leverage the damn money. Debt offsets taxes. So we could play the game. All I know is God gave me a weird brain, and when there's a problem, I find solutions. And that's what I always do. Even Steve Jobs said I was the greatest lateral thinker he ever met in his life. Whatever meant for him, God rest his soul. The Millionaires Founders Kit. I designed the blueprint of success, but it was from a lesson I learned as a kid. I lived on Delane Street in Torrance. That's one of the first comas I had when I was a kid, hitting the curb 42 miles an hour with my face. Before that, Joanne, she was nice. She was nice once in a while. Okay? She was never really around much, but she was nice. See, she wired Apollo 9, 11, 13. She was a NASA engineer. She always left at 2 o'clock in the morning to go work. And she was never around, okay? But she told me the word blueprint. I heard it all the time. If you're going to build something, it's a blueprint. If you're going to build something, it's a blueprint. It's like, damn, everything's a blueprint. Where's the blueprint? That's what I was looking for, a blueprint, when I went to the library when I was a kid. It didn't exist, so I wrote the blueprint. So it's like today. You got Bill, you got John here, you got Nancy, you got Susie, you got Linda, you got everybody. Fantastic. I don't think you're happy 100%. I think you're disappointed. I think you're 35 to 75 years old and you're going to go, what? Oh, shit. That was my life? What did I do right or wrong? See, we all check ourselves. But if we turn around today and understand something, if I take one of these cards right now, it's a paid over time limit of $100,000, a POT, write it down. It's unlimited to $1 million, unlimited. So if I get one of these, and I get more in one of these, and I get 9 more, I get 99 more. I learned something by listening as a child and getting Helping Hand Industries when I was 9.5 years old. Cost me $10. We got credit cards in the mail. See, there's one thing you can't take away is the truth from me. I don't have any bullshit to give you. Bullshit doesn't pay your bills. That's one of my books years ago. Bullshit doesn't pay your bills. Here's 12 million. Out of 62 million. There's no bullshit. A corporation can finance itself. You're so busy with your lack of knowledge, you brought the pain home by stealing from your family and jacking up your cards and chopping your score, can't get any more. I call that stupid, don't you? You're not stupid. I just think you did stupid. Maybe it'll put you in check and think. You might hate me, but I'll get you to millionaire status. But again, what do? A corporation is a legal person. I'm not here to be sapient attorney at all. But I'll show you chapter 18. It'll say right there, by law, a corporation is a legal person. Supreme Court deemed it to be true. Got it so far? I'm a legal person of flesh. Ow, 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 that hurts. You bring the pain home and it hurts like a son of a biscuit, doesn't it? Screwing up. Not pay your bills. The house, the car, the wife, the husband, the kids, the dog, the cat. Maybe the cat should eat the fish when it's hungry. I don't know. If we take the 100,000, it could be a line of credit like this. It could be a bunch of cards over here. It could be over here. I go pull out in my pocket, get another stack. I got the damn keys. Why not? Jingle bells, Batman spells, Robin laid an egg. Joker got away. Wow. Here's another stack. I've been building this stuff since I was 9.5, 40 years old. It's easy. It's the easiest thing I ever did in my life, and I'm great at it. All right, I'm great at a couple things, not everything. But you know what? If I got $100,000 of credit to the corporation, borrow money's not taxable. Then I can claim it 99 more times. That's $100 million. See, your problem is you had a chance before you screwed it up, and you still screwed it up because you didn't come talk to me. You know, the problem has always been you. The word no doesn't mean no, that just means they're stupid, in my opinion, as a kid. When I realized and I grew up they were stupid, that's just what it is. How many C student teachers told you you couldn't do shit? Okay, and you listen to idiots that was a C student? See, they always put people down because they don't want anybody better than them. Now what do? If we took $5,000 today, it costs us $50, $100, $250 a month. Okay, borrow money's not taxable. Even if you took it from the family and you had to pay $50 a month, you're pissing away anyway. You're pissing away the money every friggin' day. It's like, stop it. But again, it's up to you. See, your future, you've been driving by your whole life. And there's your problem. When I was being dropped off at the pier at 3 years old by Mrs. Hope, and when she rolled down that window, she scared the shit out of me. I'm 3 years old. I'm freezing my ass off. If you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'll leave you there to die. She was the devil. Her eyes even turned red at night. So let's understand. I learned by running to that pier, keeping my hands warm by the little hot dog stand, Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Rat Beach. I learned to eat out of a trash can. I was hungry. I was cold. I was scared. Weren't you? See, you got to go back to here and understand you got a chance to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you must well freaking be dead. The problem with you, half of you gets going, you're being lazy, get off your assets and don't hear no, go get it. I gathered magazines. I knew the rich and famous people. They got stuff. I'm as smart as they are. Hell, I taught myself how to read 2.5 years old. I memorized everything. Figured out see more. So when I got caught on the pier stealing, reached up to get some cotton candy and some shit. I was hungry. He caught me. Ah! See, life is a lesson. And if you slow it down a little bit and start listening, you can get where you want to go. Your problem is you're going too fast sometimes. All right, all he did is he looked at me and said, boy. So he said, boy, 3 times. Take out my trash or I'll call the police. Which one am I going to pick? I was known as boy till I was 9.5 years old on the Redondo Beach Pier. Tony's, every restaurant, they knew me. I'd go shovel horse and cow shit on the weekends for their mansions. So I was boy. But I'd grab magazines. I saw what they had. I wanted it. See, you see things and you just let it go pass you by. You drive by the Wendy's restaurant today and yesterday. It's on the right-hand side. The Jack in the Box on the left-hand side. You drive by that thing, you should freaking own. I don't understand that. What the hell's wrong with you? You don't have to be an entrepreneur to get corporate credit and invest it to go what you want. It's auto income. Now, I didn't know what to call it when I was 17 and a half. I called it auto income. Everyone nowadays, you got to get passive or residual. Stop, shut up. These people are so full of crap, it's ridiculous. Okay, I'll take my bank account against any of their bank accounts any given day. Okay, they have no idea what they're talking about. But let's play my way. I wanted to get out of hell. I was motivated. Do you want to get out of hell? Do you really want to go get it? Your problem is you should take the money you're pissing away and invest in yourself. It's simple. Every one of you have the ability to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month and keep building it. You can stop whenever you want to stop. I had a problem. All right, my problem in 1987 is I got too many escrows going. I need some bodies. I'm only one guy. I can't do it on my own. So I take my clients and turn it into my soldiers. See, I can take a person who has SSN and an address. SSN and an address. I get to use and abuse the hell out of them while I get to join them. We're going to abuse the hell out of each other. We're going to have to. We're going to have to fight to the pain. That's the hell. You get to own a piece of a Wendy's restaurant, laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash, storage unit. Hell, I wrote books on all these 40 years ago, 30 years ago, and update them all the time. Your problem is you have to decide what you really want to do. Do you like being broke? Do you like barely paying your bills? Oh, you got a little retirement. Oh, goody. You got a 401k. Wow, that's called stupid. Talked to a nice guy today on the phone. He co-signed for his daughter. And you never co-sign for anybody. Ever. Ever. Because that's called stupid. Every time you co-sign for somebody else, they act like they did you a favor. When it all goes to shit, they blame you. How's that? He's got to now negotiate a debt that he doesn't owe. His daughter's not going to step up. She's not going to honor their father like they should. She got to read the Bible maybe. Huh? Honor thy father? But what can I say? I can just help and guide him. He's got to deal with that. But you know what? This is a nice guy. He served us in the military. Thank you for your service. Let's get to the next step. See, every time we have an oh shit moment, that's on the list. Don't let it consume you. Go get the rest of the goodies. You had to put things in its place. All I know, when I wrote basically Winning the Game of Business, page 6, paragraph 3, I put cash flow free up your time. That's 49 years ago, by the way. All right, flat out. And on top of that, I put financial freedom. And every time someone uses those things, they have to start putting the word the or whatever else in front of it because I own the rights to it. It's simple. So you should take a picture right there. There's your future. That should have been your past. And now it's time to get off your, you know what? It's simple. Why don't you own the Jack in the Box? I bought my first one at 19. What the hell's wrong with you? See, they're ran by management companies. So you don't do a damn thing besides take some corporate credit, finance a piece, and get some money. Isn't that easy? Get some money. I think money makes sense. It pays the bills. You have wasted so much time in your whole life. Wasted, sorry. Because you're going to regret you never played with me. So I wish I'd have known this years ago, right? Yeah, you're damn right. What's your problem? It takes $100,000 of corporate credit, okay, period, because you're going to take part of the corporate credit and put it into an escrow. I don't want that damn money. You got people out there saying, let's put it into this account and let me do the investment for you. Hell no. Do you want another Enron problem? You want someone else's problem to be American greed like my client's the spokesperson? So guess what we have to do? You're going to put the money in escrow. You and I are going to partner together. See, that way we don't have to worry about being partners, really. We own a piece together. I don't like partners. I think partners suck. Why? Because they always get needy and greedy. Need and greed. It's ridiculous. If you're guaranteed your 25% and you got a forensic account behind it, nobody can screw you out of money. See, escrow, 99% go through. The ones that don't, they get you the money back and do another one. Your problem has always been you. I hope you took that picture. I hope you laminate it. I hope you print it in color. Put it on your refrigerator, your desk at work, and your screensaver. See, if you name a corporation after you, that's called stupid. If you name it what it does, that's double stupid. And if you actually let the corporation do business, that's called triple stupid. Hey, I'm just going to tell you the truth. No bank is ever, all right, had to bankrupt the parent company. Like B of A, they're closing 3,800 locations more. Over 11,000. Their parent company owns branches. Branch numbers, separate tax ID. They bankrupt the piece, keep the assets, and write off their taxes. See, you forgot to act like them. Corporation gets to write off almost everything it does. You didn't get to write off diddly squat. That's your problem, learning how to play. But again, what do we do today? I want you to write down manageable debt. I want you to write it down, manageable debt. I want you to think, you need a personal $100,000 of credit, personal, $100,000. Why? Because you got to protect you and your family. This is a $50,000 card. You want two of these? The goal is to get you 8 to 10 credit cards of $10,000 plus so you can balance the debt to a ratio of 29% that I designed in the 80s. So let's understand. Well, $100,000 of credit personally for you. You're in debt $29,000, leaves you what I designed for me back then and now, $71,000 of safety credit to get through that old shit day, week, month, or year. See, if we lose our job today, it's oh shit. You can't find a job next week, it's oh shit week. 8 months later, it's oh shit year, because you can't pay the bills. So what do you do now? You go crazy mentally. Everybody's stressed out. We got to pay the bills, got to take care of the wife and the kids, the dog and the cat and the fish. So if we don't have that 100,000 of personal credit, we have no safety. 100,000 of business credit, and we have to do auto income, and we have to do financial freedom, but we have to leverage money. You see, there's rules and tools that I developed for one reason. I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to go back to the coma. I didn't want to go back to the trash can, and I didn't want to go back being homeless again. I thought it sucked. So my fear became a reality in 2009. It sucks. See, sometimes it's like your fear becomes your reality. It really sucks. When someone steals your $3.7 billion, what am I going to do? Feel sorry for myself? Hell no. It's time to go to war to win the game of business. American Express has a blueprint loan. Scott, he works there years ago, said, hey, Ray, I think we named it after you. Who knows? Who cares? Stellar Bank, American Express, Chase Bank, $250,000. So let's think. If we're going to go get something, what do? First of all, if we got $250,000 line of credit, you don't have to pay for it till you use it, so you don't abuse it. Your choice is simple. The gateway. The American Express Platinum card, right here in my hand, it's a $100,000 paid overtime POT, and it's unlimited to $1 million. Okay, so if you have $100,000 in and out of your bank account, you're good, you're golden. I can guide you every step of the way. I do it all the time. What do we get to do? American Express, Navy, and U.S. Bank are nuts, as far as I'm concerned. Nuts. They're crazy. All right, American Express says, would you like 99 more cards? I can turn that into $100 million. But again, that's a little too much. What do you think? Well, what do we get to do? So it's right there. It's right there. Come on. You log into your business platinum card. It says, would you like 99 more cards? Is that for divisions or is that basically for employees? How many would you like? Again, so let's understand. If I get a $250,000 loan right here, $250,000, I get to turn it, look at it says, installment loans. That's American Express telling you, we can turn it into installment loans so you could get 1 to 4 escrows going at the same time. But it's up to you. You're in control here. So you're not stealing the money from your family like you've been doing your whole damn life, and you're going to learn to do what I want you to do and balance the damn debt. So what do? If you have $100,000 in and out of the bank account, you're good. If you don't, I do, and we'll partner together. See, every time there was a problem for my clients, I created a solution every time. Just like problem in 1984, they said I had to pay a franchise tax fee, $800 to $1,000 per corp. That's $1.2 million. Hell no. I asked if I can create a form. I invented division process in 85, 86, by the way. So there you go. So let's understand. If you don't have it, I do. Simple. What do I get to do? Flat out. Let's take my smallest account that I have, raisecredit.com. Okay? We need $100,000 a month. Here is almost $500,000 in January. All right? How many transactions? They wanted to see 30 transactions. Hell, we had over 1,000. What do? Oh, let's look at the next month. See, they want 6 months of transactions and average balance more than 100,000. If you got it, no problem. If not, I got almost 600,000 there. What do we do the next month? No problem at all. $500,000. So the qualification, but let's understand. I had a client, I got him one of these for $240 3 weeks ago. Now he hates me. He hates me. Why? He decided, well, Ray, I got you the line of credit. Thank you for getting that. I don't want to partner with you now. I just want the line of credit. And I explained to him, and I tried very calmly, and I said no. And he got upset, and he was kind of screaming and yelling. I said, hell no. I gave my bank statements to them to prove that we're partnering in an agreement, and now you're backing out, then I got to cancel the line of credit because I'm not going to lie because you're going to be a what? Piece of crap? That's what I told him. Because if you screwed up, you're going to blame me. No way in hell. So again, understand. All right, this is a way to get that 250 up to 250, and I'll say up to 250 because his was only 240. Here's 626, okay? So if we take accounts and we partner together, I have the pieces you're missing. We can put the pieces together and get you where you need to go. But again, it's not easy. It's a pain in the ass again and again. But we're going to give him 600 or 6 months of basically bank statements. David got 240. Dana got 125. Carrie got 210. So let's say we get this today, and it's basically a line of credit, and you get to split it off in installment loans. Would you take that money and put it into an escrow? See, here's the problem with me again. We're going to do this my way, your way, hell no. Sorry, my way. You will not get the line of credit. It'll be attached to an escrow. All right, I will not take my 10% off that line of credit to get paid for my fee until I get you past close an escrow and you get positive cash flow. Okay? I'm not going to back you in a damn corner. All right, and let you piss it all away anyway, because I'm putting my name on it. Got it so far? So if all of a sudden we got basically $10,000 a month coming in, you're going to probably get 5 of that for 6 months. Why? Because I said so. Here's the problem. We get a location, a storage unit, a laundromat, car wash, whatever it is, or apartment complex, whatever it might be. If we don't learn to leverage money and that average difference for 6 months, we can't get to the next location. Everybody makes it sound, oh, you put no money down. Bullshit. Okay? I mean, let's go back to Ed Beckley, and let's go back to Carlton Sheets and Dave Delgado, PEI and everything else in Utah. We trained them. Who do you think was training these people behind the scenes? Even Russ Dalby's, this little, toolbox, notes for toolbox and bullshit. I've been around a long damn time. So we're going to do it my way because the goal is to leverage to the next location. We're not going to keep using this and abusing this. So again, the partnership with me has to be my way or no way, because I'm not going to let you back yourself in a corner. That money is going to be one thing for franchise pieces, period. You're now an investor. You're an investor. That means you have money that you put credit. Now, it's simple. I build you personally in business. You take the corporate credit, goes into escrow. You don't have to do a damn thing. I'm handing you what you wanted your whole friggin' life. Let me think about it. Then get the hell out of here. You don't need it if you got to think about it. You got an opportunity to win, and you're going, I got to think about it. This is called let's go get it. See it, believe it, go get it. But again, you're basically using corporate credit to go get the goodie you've been trying your whole damn life to go get, auto income. So it's simple. I charge $5,000 to do a division under your corporation, division under my corp. I pick B of A because they give a separate bank account per division. Got it? So now I charge you $5,000. We also partner together. That's the fee to do all this work. It's a pain in the ass hat. So I'll take a card and get you, and we'll exercise the card. We'll prove to the bank the bank and American Express that I actually used it, paid the bill for 90 days. Whee! And they say yes. Ooh, yes, goes the escrow. But at the back end, when we close an escrow, you owe me 10%. You're going to pay your 10%, got it? Because what's going to happen is there's a debt. Now that debt's going to cost you about $2,000 a month. But if you got $5,000 coming out of it and you got $3,000 left over, did you pay your debt? Yeah. All right, 6 months later, what do we got? Out of the 10, we got 8. So it's a numbers game. Then we go do it again and again and again. That's how it works. So again, not everybody wants to partner with me. That's okay too. But me, I'm going to get through the process. And if you keep playing the up and down show, it take longer. That means you keep jacking up cards or crashing your Rappery score. So if you wanted to do that, it's $5,000, period. Because I want to work my tail off for that, all right? And I don't get any money anyway. It goes to this company. They spend $56,000 a week to run this office right here. I don't get a paycheck. I've had one for 40 years. Why the hell would I want a paycheck? What am I going to do with that? I don't want a paycheck. That makes no sense. But then I get some clients that are very aggressive. Ray, can I get 2 of those? Okay, so I got a card from you. We exercise that card. Now let me pop a card under one of my corporations with you as a CFO. Reynolds University or something. Now you get the card, you give it to me, exercise both of those. Whee! So we're going to go both ways. Now out of this, I'd say 80, 90, and 94% they get both. But about 6% they don't get both. It just happens that way. But they do later on. So it's like this is a fast track. This is where my accounts, my average balance again, and my cards, and the chase, and everything I got, history, and my VP, Santos, he can help you as well. This is private number. But if you fast track it, because a lot of times they want to go into my bank account, which I did today for several people, it was kind of fun. I mean, this is Linda, okay? So what did I do? She's at a 610 right now. Here's American Express Unlimited. Oh, I got one for Reynolds University too. So this is the one she's going to give me to exercise. This is the one she's going to send me to exercise as well. So I'm going to go get 2. Whee! But again, because she wants to get 2. But again, it depends what you want to go do for you. So again, just to do the fast track, it's $5,000. You can't do fast track unless you do the other one. It's simple. So again, fast track in the other blueprint loan is what you need to do. What would happen is I would tell you Zelle. I don't like credit cards for that. Why would I want that? But again, I want to use the card. Stop. I don't like that. But what happens is you get to call the office and talk to a specialist, 800-254-9506. Use a card, they're going to charge you 5% more. You know this. My daughter gets her nails done. They charge 3 to 5% on that. Just send the card to use the card. It's simple. So if we just think, and we rebuild this out of what we could do and what we could afford to do based on an average payment, an average line of credit, we can actually play the game to win. Let's think. Borrow money is not taxable. So that means if I take any of the corporate credit, write it all off in the taxes, whatever we want to do, and I take any of this to buy the lifetime income. The lifetime income to me is a fourplex, a Wendy's restaurant, a Jack in the Box, a storage unit, a car wash. See, I think you should own these pieces. I don't want you to invest with someone else's blah, 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 because eventually it's gonna pop and you're gonna lose. Almost every one of these lose eventually. If you own a piece, it's always yours. You own it through your corporate structure. Again, it's your choice. But the problem that people are doing today, they're confusing everybody. Oh, you want to be rich. I'm rich. I'm not rich. I don't have anything in my name. I don't have anything. I'm broke. I don't have any money. But I control millions and billions. And I got the keys. Boom, 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 boom. See, I became a puppet master 40 years ago. 40 years ago. I want to control everything and not own a damn thing. Because if you sue me, try to screw me, you're going to get diddly squat. See, that's the goal, to protect your ass. Yes. So to be a millionaire? Hell no. Should you be a corporate millionaire? Hell yes. So if we take 9 divisions and 9 lines of credit, we can accomplish our goal. See, the 9 locations get you $100,000 a month. That's the goal if we play the game to win. We start from where? We have the ability to start somewhere. So if we take a corporation here and do a corporate umbrella, our goal is to have division process. The division process is so we can have a piece. If a corporation is a legal person, and you're a legal person of flesh, how do we have more of you? We can't. You're only one person. You have one SSN, because that's the way the IRS actually started it. And the SSN is an SS5 form you never paid attention to. Your lack of knowledge is your own damn fault. Your lack of knowledge, I will say, is your stupidity. You're not stupid, but you did stupid, in my opinion. That's whatever it's worth. But again, what do we do? Okay, simple. If we understand a corporation's a legal person, and you're over here, you being you, you had a chance to have 3 divisions of you. Why didn't you create 3 divisions of you? Okay? I didn't think it would dry fast enough. Okay. So here's a corporation we get to play the game to win. The ultimate goal as we play this game. Again, a corporation's a legal person. So the legal person is this umbrella. No bank usually bankrupts themselves as the parent company. They bankrupt the branches, like 11,000 for B of A. 8,000 for Chase, 2,000 basically recently for U.S. Bank, and don't worry about Wells Fargo, they do all the time. They bankrupt a piece because it's a separate tax ID, it's a corp owning a corp, that's called a subsidiary. So again, they get to keep the assets and the money right up from their taxes. The United States of America Incorporated, 50 corps, and then cities and states. The city and the state and the government created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy in case the city has an oh shit day. They get to wipe out the debt in front of you, and you didn't do a damn thing, but you didn't even want to learn how to play. See, this does happen to you all the time. You don't pay attention. And half of you bitch and complain about rich and famous people. Why don't you just shut up and join them? Okay? We have to pay tax. We have no choice. But let's pay as much tax as we have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I can't go over there. And 9. So let's say I have 9 houses. Okay? Let's say you're an expert in real estate. Then you and I stand on the stage, and I'll basically tear you apart knowledge to knowledge, and I'll guarantee it. I'm the guy that invented Homestead Blocker, UCC, One Child Mortgage. I got no bullshit to give you. So your reality of real estate, the way you do it, I think it sucks. You see, if you run the corporation that does business, that's called stupid. If it becomes a management company like the banks and grocery stores and cities do, we create a line of defense. A house screws up, we can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and save the other pieces. You're so busy being you, that kind of sucks. You like being one or something? I don't get this. If you don't get to the point to understand, you keep bringing the campaign home. That's your own problem. I had a problem in the 80s. I created $53 million of credit cards. And they're shrinking my limits. It scared the hell out of me again. What am I going to do? Library time. Okay, C191D. I took $4.6 million of that credit and I loaned it out at $10,000 buckets. By the way, every time I loaned at $10,000, like I taught you, Russ Dalby, all right, literally, Dave Delgado, Carlton Sheets, and all the bullshit in the past, who do you think's helping them on the sidelines? Donald Duck. And I taught them basically how to leverage money. So every $10,000 loaned out, that's $300,000 in notes. That created $1.1 billion in notes, by the way, and $190,000 a month. See, the problem with a lot of things you're hearing, they don't become the bank. They just basically say, look, you can get some money, ooh. No, you have to control and become the bank. Your problem is you. We have an oh shit day. We lost our job, we have an emergency. What do? You jacked up the wrong card, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. You brought the pain home to you and your family. And you hawked your house. That's called silly and being stupid, sorry. All right, next week you can't find a job, what do I do? Oh shit week. 8 months later, oh shit year. See, you take the shitty credit and you drag it on for 6 to 10 years. You could have solved the problem the day you screwed up. You should have solved the problem that year. These don't fluctuate. Why did you jack up the wrong card? The lack of knowledge is stupidity. We're not stupid people. But a lot of us do follow stupid, even I do at times. But understand something, it's up to us to go play the game. Analyzation. For 49 years, I've been telling everybody I want to analyze your credit. Everybody's been kind of laughing, oh, what does that mean? Here's analyzation, okay? Since I helped create the system behind the scenes training Yarborough and the 29% rule, here's a 479 to a 700 score, 155 points. Not bad. We take another one, all right, 635 to an 828. You see, on all dashboards, you have a line that is fluctuating. Do you ever understand why it's fluctuating? It's the heartbeat of your credit. Because of 29% rule that I created in the 70s and 80s and 90s, especially in 87, if you go past 29%, you drop the score. You get stuck, you can't get any more. But if you watch that heartbeat of your credit, we can get you $100,000 cards, left and right. We can repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. We can get past go, and you can see it, believe, and go get it too. It's like the $100,000 credit, okay? See, maybe you're thinking I need to be old enough or too old or whatever. These are my son, who's 11 years old, courtesy checks. My daughter, who's 17. All my children, all 6 of them, have 800 score plus. Okay, they don't bring the pain home because they've been trained by me. They know exactly what needs to be done. Corporation's a legal person. But by the way, you need 18 of these. There's 9. You need 9 for 9 lines of credit and 9 for 9 locations, because you do want $100,000 a month, right, of auto income. That's how it works. Now, when I invested in a storage unit of my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, around the Ely School Board for years. Wow. Hey, Bob, you want to play with me? Sure, Ray, why not? I got $17,350 a month, so did he. The corporation absorbed the money, got the money. And what do we have to do? We don't pay tax until we make a profit. We create enough debt to offset the taxes and grow the business. So you got an LLC or C Corp, you're going to turn it to S because I said so. S, single filing corporation, got it? But the problem, you're going to have someone go, you don't pay tax. Hell yeah, you're going to pay tax. Hell yes. But your house payment for 24 years is usually interest. You don't pay the house off for the last 6 years. So let's use that house payment offset the tax. Let's break even. And then based on volume of money, let's change strategy. That's the goal you should have done a long time ago. So let's understand. Think. It takes 38 steps to reach a goal. We have to hear something 8 times to master it, period. We have no choice. And we have to understand it's like auto income. I didn't know what to call it. I went to this event, all right, when I was 17. I already have houses and all kinds of goodies as well. Built my first mansion at 16. And this event is going to sell cell phones. No, I'm kidding. Payphones, all right, before it's time, huh? They said the payphone is going to make me $300 a month. I'll take 10, please. No problem. So I bought 10. All right, came back, and half the people bitching and complaining. It only made $280 last month. Thanks, you're going to make stop. All I'm hearing is people whining like most people do, all right? And I just flat out, it's like these are just lazy people. I bought most of their routes. By the time I was done buying up routes, I had 22,000 payphones. That's $6.6 million a month, by the way. See, it's a numbers game. My 19 houses, I put it into division process because they gave me a problem about debt to ratio, loan to value. Hell no. I just knew they were stupid, didn't know what they're doing. So I like getting auto income. That's what I named it back then. Take a picture. If you wanted me to send you a little link or a text or an email, that allows me to tell you they can go to class on Saturday. Class on Saturday, the specialty this weekend is division process. I charge up to $1,000 for that class. You say yes and you click and take a picture tonight, I'll invite you for free one time if you want to play. If you say no, just go away. Simple. See, we got to understand something. All right, I accomplished my goals even though I hit my head. I can just feel the big dent in my head here. So what do we do? If I can touch it, I can kick it. Okay. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? But I'm not dumb enough to put goodies in my name. You got a house, I better put it irrevocable trust like yesterday. You better homestead the damn house right away too. They're going to, what's that? You see, the problem is no one wants to teach you about how to run life and do it right, personal business credit, and how to protect your assets. Let's repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. All right? I created something called the Puppet Master Club 40 years ago. So what happens is, here's Linda. Linda's nice. I've known her since 1986, by the way. She came to one of my events. It was called, basically, Eagle's Nest. I took a program called Eagle's Nest, went nationwide on a nonprofit, by the way. She spent $26. No, that's 26. You see, she gave me $2,000. It was $26 a month. You see, she financed it. 26 bucks a month. You piss that away every other day, right? So what do? I made her a millionaire 5 times plus. So guess what? She took the Hyatt Hotel in Texas and converted it, and she called it the Blueprint Apartments. I wonder why. Take a picture. She'll tell you flat out when you scan it later today how I made her a millionaire 5 times. So that's $27 million project, by the way. Okay. Shaq, he doesn't make pizzas. He doesn't make pretzels and chicken or Krispy Kreme donuts, but he's a puppet master. He owns a lot of goodies, doesn't he? Someone runs that for him. Or in Warren Buffett, he's a puppet master. Even though he stepped down because he had to because he had a birthday, he's a puppet master. He still tells everybody what to do. Me, there I am. 2 of the big buildings are out of the $2.2 billion in real estate at the time, and 2 of the cars out of the 21-car collection. Why not? Vroom. You see, that alone there represents 1,013 divisions. If one screws and tries to sue me and screw me up, I'm going to basically disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I'm going to bankrupt the piece so they can kiss my assets. I'm going to protect my assets. That's 1,013 divisions alone. So we could play. You still want to be a millionaire today? I hope the answer is no, and you get a millionaire corporation. 9 divisions, 9 lines of credit. Got it so far? See, this is not going to be easy. By the way, by the time I do this with you and for you, you're going to be with me the rest of your life. Isn't that fun? I'm going to create your list, your goal list, your daily, your weekly, and your project list. I'm going to be telling you what to do forever. Isn't that fun? I enjoy telling people what to do. Okay, why? Because I know what the hell I'm talking about. And I got to teach you how to play the game too. There's that chapter 18. Look, let's see what it says. A corporation's a legal person. Right there, right there. I'm at a poker game in the corner being told I'm a piece of you know what by Mrs. Hope. Everybody don't pay attention to the piece of shit. Okay? And I hear a corporation's a legal person. I roll my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Library next door, man, what does this mean? She walked away, she was rude. 5 minutes later, he's a monkey, he's a bug. I'm looking for a blueprint because I learned that from Joanne. May sue or be sued. You see, look at the bottom there. Look right there. All right, Business Professional Code 17983 is not required to file a fictitious business name. That bothered me when I was 9.5 years old. It bothered me. I knew something was wrong. My first corporation was Helping Hand Industries, by the way. It cost me $10. Some of you spent thousands on a piece of paper, didn't learn diddly squat. Don't you feel kind of dumb now, too? Corporations are free in all 50 states, by the way. You pay a little filing fee. Nonprofit, $10 back then, it's $30 today. I started the Orange County Blind Center, got named in a lawsuit. See, when that corporation sued, they sue you. You're the only voice it has. And then what's going to happen, they're going to take away your goodies. The goal is to lie. The biggest lie that people tell you every day. The corporation protects you. Someone on social media, you can bankrupt and get another one. No, you can't. That's the intent to do fraud. That's racketeering. That's RICO. That's basically what? Wire fraud. Again, you're going to get American Spree with my clients. It's going to be the voice of that anyway. What did we do? Ken Yarborough and I rewrote a book called File Segregation. And I didn't like it. Ken wanted to lie. Ken was CID, bodyguard for President Nixon and all this good stuff as well. But he wanted to fib a little. I didn't want to fib. Ray, your division process takes 3 to 6 months. I don't give a damn. The bank wants 2 years on it anyway. So when you guarantee the car, you sign the lease of the building, and you sign for the credit card, you pierced your veil. You pierced your veil. You see, if you think the corporation protects you, that's not true. When they sue it, they sue you. That's how it works. If you had a division of you, you could have circumvented that problem. But you're so busy not doing what you need to do anyway. It's simple. So we get to play the game to win. Now, your corporation's going to need Dun & Bradstreet. Take a picture. It doesn't have one. I helped write a fast-track program 38 years ago anyway. Analytical750.com will help you. All right, with your Dun & Bradstreet and all the pieces, that's supply and vendor credit. Now, if you help me, help you, and help other people, you can be an affiliate. That means you get to refer people. I pay you 10%. You log on, you take your picture, you log on right now, you put your referrals there. It's going to ask, would you like a check? Would you like store credit or Zelle? You can make $1,000 a day just on referral base. It's up to you. But again, what do? Ever since I was a little kid, people would always go, how you doing? They knew what was happening to me. No one gave a shit. Being used and abused, no one cared. So my response as a little boy to this day is always good. Always good. Always good. In other words, in the back of mind, it's none of your damn business. You're not stealing my peace. You can kiss my assets and go away. That's what I'm thinking to myself. Say, thank you, Jesus, too. You see, you got to fight for your what? Your peace. Don't let anybody steal it. Now, Google approved me. Wow, I'm approved by Google. Yay, dude. Tickety Talk doesn't like me when I go broadcast because people don't like me challenging them. And don't worry, it's because half of them are my clients anyway. You know, take a picture here. If you like anything I said, could you do me a favor today? All right, I'm just asking if you put a little review for me. Isn't that fair? I'm helping you help me. Wouldn't that be great? We can change the world together. So take that picture, Google later on, and give me a review. Now, if you don't like me, leave me alone, okay? We're going to do boring and steady, by the way. I never wanted to run a business. I started the largest donut chain in the world, if you don't know that. Satellite television. 100 million a year doing in and out, installing satellites and building them up and away. That was good. Cleaning company, did all kinds of stuff. But I never wanted to run the business. What did I do? Auto income. Here's a second chance to take a picture. I hope you take the picture because there's your future. That's where you kind of screwed up, sorry to say, but it's probably true. So what do we get to do? I'm going to blueprint you. Thank you, Joanne, for teaching me that as a little boy. Blueprint. It's stuck in my head since I was a little kid. Blueprint, how you build something. Past, present, and future. Family. Corporation. Divisions 18, at least irrevocable trust. We're going to plan to live. We're going to plan to die. And then we got to think about past. You have a bankruptcy or tax lien. Did you screw up American Express or Chase? They never forgive you. Car, division, house, trust, auto income, cash flow fee per time. If I blueprint you, I'm going to charge you $2,000. Hey, I'm $3,000 an hour. and 25,000 a day for the last 45 years. So here you get to basically get a little discount. 2,000 on the blueprint, you and your partner of life. If you did it while I'm online with you, all right, it's $9.99, half price. So again, we're going to repackage you my way, and we're going to be winning the game of business. Now, if you Zelle, you save 10%. The goal, if you partner with me, becomes free. But what do? Here's the form. I was given permission in 1984 because it said husband, wife, and partner. Remember 17903, it says not required to? Somebody was stupid when they wrote that in the book, by the way. That's the law book. So I was given a choice to create a form or modify one. This form has been modified 5 times and approved by all 50 states now. Your corporation will have a division and be 4A. If I need a 4A, B, C, and D, we'll do that too. From there, what do? Simple. So I'm going to have one of my corporations be number 4. So the goal is, as we play this game, the goal is to win the game of what? Business. So all of a sudden, we line up here. This is a storage unit for 2.9 million, 141 units. But again, well, I can't afford it. Stop. If we put 6 people in this, we can afford it. They each get a piece. We get a piece. Is that okay? See, the goal is you're always thinking you can't afford to do something. How about we partner up and do it together? This one here gets $32,000 a month, positive cash flow. Okay, so if we put 4 people in this, all right, we each get $8,000 a month. Is that okay? So we get basically $100,000 in credit, no problem. We do that. We divide it into what? We can divide it to 8 people. We can divide it to 6 people, 4 people, whatever. Whatever piece do we want? Based on the auto income we want to desire. Again, all right, you could get it all or you can get a piece of it. What is our goal? If we create the blueprint money or anything else on credit or lines of credit, we can decide how much to put into an escrow. You're writing money to the escrow. I never touch that money ever. I don't want it. I will not touch it no matter what. So you're going to put it in escrow. 99% escrow is closed. 1% don't. Okay, you get the money back. See, this is how you own a piece of something, and the difference is you partner with me at the ownership. You get a certificate of ownership. I've been doing this since 1987, by the way. So again, even if you don't want to be an entrepreneur, that's an investor using credit the right way. So again, what do? Again, we're going to have our checklist. So take a picture of your checklist right here. This is where we're going to say, okay, you're going to get 40% of the proceeds, and it's going to cover the debt, give you a couple thousand above that. That's the first one. For 6 months, we're going to take the leftover of that, leave it into a trust account. Then we're going to reference 3 times 5 and turn it into leverage money to get the next location. Got it so far? So this group is going to do more groups and pieces at the same time. You're going to find out what you like. All right, 6 months later, 8 months later, you got up to 10,000 a month. Let's go get 9 locations. If we had 9 to 10 locations of something, would we not have 100,000 a month plus? See, that's how it's a numbers game. That's how you do winning the game of business. When you partner with me, there's 2 types of coaching that I do. I'll coach your business to get it to 20 to 30, 50 million, $100 million, no problem. I've actually coached people to billionaire, okay? So that's about $30,000 for a year's of coaching, and I give you $300,000 in credit to reimburse you. I always give you credit back. Isn't that nice? I want you to get your money back. That's how it's always been with me for 49 years. If we partner up, I want you to have $100,000 of personal, $100,000 of business, subdivisions, the blueprint call, and then from there, I want to coach you every 3 weeks. I'm going to give you the list. You're going to check it twice. You're going to do what I tell you to do. I'm nice about it, but it's like I had a client the other day got mad at me because I wouldn't give him the money, all right, because it's go for the escrow. And he said, I want to do it now. Close account. I use my bank accounts. I'm not going to lie to American Express for anybody. See, I always tell my clients, if you're going to have the intent to do fraud, I'm the first person going to testify to you in a court of law, because I would. Simple. So those goodies there is $45,000. 2007, 8, and 9, they send me 100,000 every day, 10 times. That was kind of fun. So here, if you did it tonight, it's 20 grand. You get to save $25,000 by partnering with me there and get all the goodies. You don't want any goodies? No problem. What do? I have a 3-day summit coming up. It's mandatory if you partner with me, you go to Summit, online or in person, to become a puppet master. I need you to talk the same talk and walk the same walk. So if you got no goodies, it's $10,000 tonight. When you do it for the 10 tonight, you will get the 3-day summit. If you don't do it while I'm online now, you'll have to pay for the summit. And nobody can bend those rules. It's my way or no way. Simple. The 3-day summit is very simple. You're going to be a puppet master. It is the 29th, 30th, and 31st of this month. You can be in this room online. There's a couple chairs to the left, or you can be online instead of being in here. Okay. Now, what happens is you can scan it and buy it later on, a little more pricier, or you can understand the 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. When I sold the Bonaventure, or I was at the Bonaventure 32 years, second largest advertiser in California, by the way. See, I love the truth because no one can argue the truth. It'll set you free. Marriott every weekend. Long Beach, Marriott. Ontario, Hilton, and Marriott as well, and even Orange County. 32 years having fun. Sold the Millionaires Founders Kit for $5,000 a set. There's my oh shit day in 2009. My wife wanted to take 72 people out on the yacht. I got 3 yachts in the backyard. There's 72 people. It's the middle yacht. No problem. Why not? We had a great time. Next morning, I'm in a coma. Someone had a virus. I'm laying there. I can hear everything going on. My wife calls Ron, my district manager. Instead of helping her, he drives a U-Haul truck to the office to steal my books and CDs. My IT manager at the time, he sells my websites and phone numbers to the highest bidder. I got 50 million people in my database. I don't know, my infomercial and everything else, to a porn site. So when you think people are going to help you, sometimes they don't. Some of us have been ripped off by friends and family many times. The blueprint of success. So we're going to go through the 18 books and CDs. I'm going to train you personally how to be a puppet master. I'm going to hand you $50,000 in credit. I'm going to charge you $5,000. If all you're going to do is basically be online, have a pizza party. Everybody else pay for it too. It's $2,000, no credit. Simple. I want to change the world. It's free if you partner with me tonight. If not, you're going to pay for it separately. Got it so far? That's how it works. So there's your Zelle, which is simple to do. I love Zelle. If you need to call the specialist to the office, 800-254-9506, there you go. Now, I want you to think about where you have your business at home or mailbox, etc., or something like that, or shared office space. Here's the problem. You can't build credit to a shared office space, most of them, and you can't build credit to a P.O. box. So if you like, I'll lease you on a monthly based 12 feet. That's right. As long as I lease you 12 feet of my office, you can call it your office. It's not shared office space. Isn't that fun? So again, I'm going to lease you 12 feet. Is that okay? So now you have an office in California, maybe a 1 or 2, or where else you're going to go. We're going to play. And you can scan that and sign up today if you want to. But again, what do we get to do? Now you're going to have a business plan that talks about all the goodies. And if you need help, you can talk to Julia, 800-254-9506. So what do we do? The Reynolds University I started in 2001. I just want to change the world. That's all I wanted to do. Change the world. Teach them what I know. Teach what God gave me to give you. Because I think everybody's doing it wrong anyway. And that's my opinion. You're wrong, I'm right. That's how it works. Well, what did you do? You came home at the kitchen table with your spouse and wife, husband, whatever. And you said, honey, we're going to start a business. Our friend's here. Oh, goody. We're going to jack up the carts, drop the score, get stuck, can't get anymore. We're going to hawk the house, and we're going to bring the pain home to you and me. Be stupid. Well, that's what you did. Why'd you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? The NACB certified me as the #1 consultant worldwide. I'm the guy who created the 29% rule period for all your databases today. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. You jack it up, you get stuck, you can't get any more. You should have jacked up these cards because they don't fluctuate. What is your problem? You. Your lack of knowledge is our stupidity. We're not stupid. We sure do stupid all the time, don't we? Never bring the pain home. So all cards fluctuate. Write it down. All cards fluctuate. And write down gold and platinum cards don't. There's not even an inquiry if you know how to do it right. So what do we have to do when we have an oh shit day, week, month, or year? Let's jack up these cards because your score doesn't drop so you can get some more. Corporate credit doesn't show up on personal file anyway, unless it's a Capital One Spark. So fraud, I'm sorry. I didn't say fraud about credit repair. They indicted Daniel, the credit repair cloud, and Chipmunk faces. Well, they're going after 2 ladies right now in their report. They had to be careful. You see, the Federal Trade Commission says it's a scam. They're not allowed to collect money up front. There's a big difference about credit rebuilding and credit repair. See, it's not broken. They're writing letters to lie. If you want to be a liar, hire them. Credit Repair Organization Act's right there in front of you too. What do we get to do? Simple. The book I wrote 35 years ago, they're using it anyway. It's been a free download forever. So what do? It's called Winning the Credit Game. You got letters to the creditors and the credit bureaus. Very simple. I wrote it 35 plus years ago. So scan it, use that instead. Send it to everybody you know. It's free. See, my goal is to help the world and change it. And make sure you have your rules and tools. You understand that? Now, you're going to need basically debt crisis intervention. See, everyone out of school, high school or college, should have the Debt Collections Practices Act in their back pocket. Because there's always some turd trying to knock it down. It's right there. Scan it, take a picture. Let's find out what you're allowed to really do. And quit telling your friends and family they don't know, sorry, diddly squat. Analytical 750. Why do I want them over Credit Karma? Where Credit Karma has no funder to help you. And they only show 2 bureaus. They don't show Experian. Experian is the number one for like Chase Bank and getting lines of credit and credit cards personal business, no 0% up to 22 months. So I need Experian. You got it so far? So what's going to happen is we should fire Credit Karma, all right? And basically everyone should go for basically analytical750.com. By the way, they're going to call you every 46 days and boss you around. They're going to tell you what's next. You've been guessing your whole time, right? So they're going to call you for $25 a month and push you around and say what's next all the time. They're going to analyze you the first time for free. Now, the next phase, they're going to do Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax business reports. Is that okay? They help you and guide you in that app, doing both ways as well? You don't have to guess anymore. Isn't that fun? Take a picture, sign up later today. That's what you get to do to play with me some more. I endorse them every day. So now this is a lie. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Yeah. That's why you're wearing your jammies. That's why you collect $210 a day. All right? This man needs to get a freaking job. There are people who need help. He doesn't need help. He's got to quit being a loser. Hey, I ate out of a trash can. This is a guy being a loser. Why? He's lazy. He didn't get a damn job. If he really had 2 kids, if you go to the church, they'll give you the food. The next thing is if you had a place to live, you drive Uber, DoorDash, and all right, what? Lyft. Have a garage sale. I had 12 of them. Huntington Beach, I got cited 3 times. See, when you really need it, you know how to go get it. So I don't believe him. If he showed up here, I'd put him to work on the phones. There's my oh shit day. Reality, 3.7 billion stolen. What am I gonna do? Feel sorry for myself? Hell no. 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next house, her dream house. Happy wife, happy life. I give her the house, she turns it to home, she leaves me alone, and I get to go kill it. That's a man's job anyway. Simple. Plan the problem, because it's always going to happen. Have a backup for a backup. What's a corporation again? It's right there, legal person, okay. Why don't you take a picture now? I've been giving corporations for free for 49 years. I had two attorneys putting me down on social media last year. I sued them for $100 million each, and they're being disbarred now. I don't like liars. I'm online 6 days a week. I'll help anybody, even the devil who showed up today. When someone screws up, they blame me. No, thank you. All right, so take a picture, get your articles for free. All right, pay a little filing fee, and you get to learn stuff from me. Because most of the time, you don't learn diddly squat. I'll teach you how to play. Your corp has 4 things it gets to do, only 4. Right? You do what you want. This is what I'm going to tell you. You buffer tax, no tax due to your profitable. All corporate credit interest rates are write-off, cars, fleet price, and we get to stay at the hotel, get a free buffet. Next, your divisions, your Atlanta defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability. You see, the problem you got is the division. If you run the business division process like the banks, or the cities do, you never bring the pain to the corporate or your family. Wouldn't that be the goal to play? Don't you want to play to win? And the corporate structure, my way, works. Simple to do. Danny's been a partner since the 80s. What did we do? We bought an apartment complex as the division. I took and got 66 divisions, 1 to buy it, 1 to guarantee it, and then 64 for the tenants. I turned them all into bank. You see, I'm going to do assignment of mortgage, a form I created in the 70s and 80s, assignment of mortgage. And I get to be the bank. Isn't that fun? So with the division, 9 means 18. 18 needs 36. 36 needs 72. And what do we get to do? Look at my books 40 years ago. Here's the corp, here's the division, subdivisions down the road. That created 16 million, by the way. Do you know that? We get to play. Let's build the credit up, and away, and finance the dream. And write off on our taxes, too. A division of me, person, corp, division, subsidiary. The car is a division. It's $8,000 a month with all the goodies. Damn. You sign a lease, you sign it and guarantee you. No, thank you. Division of you. Piece of property, division of you. The SS4 was designed for people and corporations, by the way. And what are we going to do? Daisy chain credit. That's the goal to play. Why would you ever use your personal money once you get it set up anyway? But again, here's American Express. 18 years ago, as an affiliate, I convinced credit cards, cash ones for business, to put division process. That's right there. Has been for 18 years. Coma and pandemic kind of slowed us down a little bit. So what do we get to do? They're offering 99 more cards. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Now, when I pop you, and this is what happens every day, when I pop an American Express Business Platinum, would you like the personal one too? And the divisions or employee cards, how many would you like? It gives me the option. If I get the gold card, I get to do the same thing too. Isn't that fun? All right. So I'd like to get you 2 for personal so they don't fluctuate, so you quit jacking up credit and screwing it up. And the ones for the corporation as well. That would make more sense. As we play this game, some people, when they're ready, I'll give you a pack of 10. If you separate the billing correctly, that becomes $1 million of credit from a pack of 10. Isn't that fun? People used to pay me $100,000 a day to do that times 10. I'd make $1 million a day just doing that. Isn't that fun? But I charge $10,000 for a pack of 10. That's someone who wants to be really aggressive. What do? It's a Zelle. And yes, you could use a card if you want to charge 5% more. All right. If we use manageable debt, $100,000 of personal, $1 million for the corporation, of course, and we use basically what? Auto income and leverage money. There's the goal. To leverage money every step of the way. All right. So if I borrow money and buy the fourplex, the apartment complex, the Wendy's, or the Jack in the Box, storage unit, and a car wash I drive by every day, wouldn't you own a piece? Would that be okay? If you learned about auto income my way a little bit, you drive by your opportunity every day, you didn't even pay attention. You want to be a millionaire yet? Say no. Millionaire corporation? Oh yeah. 9 divisions, 9 locations. There you go. What are we going to do? Leverage money. Because I turn it $190,000 a month. And over $1.1 billion in notes. So we got to understand something. This is a game. Let's play to win this time. All right? I think most people have been playing to lose because they bring the pain home all the time. No way at all. We play my way for a while. Okay. So all of a sudden, divisions. 1987, I set up the dashboard for division process. This means Experian, Treasury, Equifax, instant cash reports under tax ID. All I need is 2,000 of history I use on my dashboard. I don't need separate tax ID until I ask for separate billing. Okay? I daisy chain first. Then, if you wanted 1 division, it's $9.99. 3, with or without credit, 9, are literally 12. So if I want 3 divisions with no credit, it's $9.99. Tonight, I'm going to double the number, so it's 6. They're practically a giveaway. So 6, 18, and 24. That's if you did it tonight by Zelle. Simple to do. All right, there's your Zelle. Yes, you can call the office and talk to a specialist right away. Now, I asked you earlier today if you take a picture. If you want to get invited to the division class on Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to leverage you to say yes. You say yes, you click yes, I'll invite you. You say no, I can't send you the invitation. That's up to you if you want me to text you or email you. Okay. Reynolds University. Reynolds what? We're going to play the game and win. We package you like Humpty Dumpty. Okay, so what's going to happen? You need $100,000 of credit. Okay. I charge 10%. That's 10 grand. The discount today is 8,000. No problem. That's personal. I need 100,000 for business. Okay, no problem. Let's double the number. Let's give a bigger discount. Let's do 200,000 of credit for $8,000 tonight. It's simple. So that way you get 100,000 of personal and business simultaneously. And we build it up and away, and then we get past go. Isn't that fun? Financing your way. If you Zelle, you save 10% more. What do? There's your Zelle. Here's the office phone number 2. So let's play some more. Take a picture of Google, because I got a proof of Google. Yeah! Scan it. If you learn one thing or 10 things or 100 things from me, just say something nice, please. I'm trying to help you. Can you help me too? Simple. So your time. I don't think you have your own time, to be honest with you. I think you let life control you instead. I'm up every day at 2:25 since I was 2.5 years old. Simple. I can't sleep past that anyway. So the puppet show and the Puppet Master Club, that's what we're going to do. All right, 1,013 divisions, why not? Okay. What do we get to do? We get to play boring and steady. So hopefully you took that picture earlier today. I believe this is your American dream. And I'm going to hold your hand and get you through the process of that. You're going to own a piece. Could be a Wendy's, could be a Jack in the Box, could be a storage unit, could be what? An apartment complex. But again, you're using corporate credit to finance it to create an income. It's called auto income since 1987. So if you want to partner with me tonight, if you did the partnership, 200,000 credit there, subdivisions, blueprint call, and I coach you every 3 weeks. It's 45,000 normally. Tonight it is discounted to 20, or you save 25,000 if you want all the goodies. If you don't want goodies, simple, do for the 10,000. When you make a decision tonight, I invite you to the 3-day summit for free. If not, you have to pay for it separately. So again, the goal to be a puppet master, August 29th, 30th, 31st. We get to play the game to win. And that's the goal that I designed 49 years ago. When I wrote Winning the Game of Business, ladies and gentlemen, I was 16 years old. Don't you get it so far? I was always talking like I'm 30 years old when I was 16, because I read every book I could. No grown-up's going to get in my way. Hell, I had a beard at 12. It's kind of fun. So guess what? You want to go to the summit? 50,000 in credit, it's $5,000. You don't want to go in person? You don't want the credit? Simple, it's online for 2,000. Either way, you're stuck with me. For 3 days, if you do partner with me tonight, it becomes free. That's the ultimate goal. It's a Zelle, or you call the office right away. Pretty simple to do. As we play this game, if you want me to coach your business, one of the specialists will customize a 3, 6, or 12-month program for you. That's what they'll do. So what do we do if we want a blueprint loan? Simple. All right, is it Stellar Bank, Chase, or is it going to be American Express? If I take the Platinum card, I want to go get the cards as many as I can. We're going to leverage it, because why? If you have the bank accounts, I'll train you. If not, I'll just do it through my accounts. We'll partner up, and we'll show the real bank accounts too. They want 6 months. Let's give them 6 months. Showing over $500,000 a month for 6 months. I think we can qualify with over 3,000 transactions and over 100,000 a month. What do you think? So the goal is, let's get you past go. Let's use that money to get into an escrow. Don't worry, you're not going to pay out the debt until we close an escrow, so you can afford it and you get the positive cash flow after that. I'm not backing anybody in a corner. You buy your franchise. It's $5,000 when we partner up to do a blueprint loan for you. Do a division of your corp into my corp, no problem. I will charge you 10% on the back end, but that's after we close the escrow too. From there, if you want to fast track one and get the second one, you get 2. All right, it's very simple. We're going to do a card under one of my corporations from you as a CFO. And we're going to show them exactly what they need. But that fast track's $5,000 too. It's a Zelle. And again, you can call the office at 800-254-9506. So the ultimate goal for me is to help you, help everybody else I can. And I like your referrals right away, because you get to make 10%. Would you like a Zelle? Would you like a check? Or would you like store credit? So we're going to look beyond the scene every time. We're going to look behind that curtain. That's all I had to do. Every time they said no. No doesn't mean no. It means they don't know how. So for me, I stay safe, I stay strong, I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal for all of us. So today, if I was you, I'd be calling that number 800-254-9506 right away. If not, sorry. All right, you're going to have to make a decision. You could be financing this from the what you kind of wasted every other day. So today, what we're going to do is very simple. Give you the option to basically do a couple of things. Call the office right away. You get all the goodies. We're going to do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, it's simple. God loves us all.